Hello. In our previous lecture, we have seen how to flash our NodeMCU board with the latest MicroPython firmware or image. To continue that a little bit, I shall show you a small workaround in flashing the device. You don't need to use the long command now. Just go to scripts where your ESP tool is present. I've just written a small script in Windows. In order to write scripts, use .cmd extension. I'll just open one file which I have written, flash.cmd. If you see the script, it's a .cmd file. I have just written these commands: esptool.py com3 erase flash and esptool.py com3 baud being 115200 and write flash. The same command I'll put it in this file, .cmd file. First of all, I'll erase the flash and then flash the device with respective firmware image. Close this now. Just run the script flash.cmd directly. Now this will erase your NodeMCU and also flash it with the new image that you specified. So you don't need to every time by heart that long command and try to do it. You can just put it in a file and run that script. Now I have some script main.py on my desktop. Now this particular main.py script, I want to push it over NodeMCU board. Now how shall I do that? In order to push this main.py script onto our NodeMCU board, we need to use a tool called MPF shell. Now in order to install MPF shell or download it, go to the GitHub page of MPF shell. You can see how to use MPF shell there. MPF shell is a environment through which you can connect to your NodeMCU board and push scripts onto it, and you can also pull scripts from it, and you can use it like a Linux terminal. Now in order to install it, I'll use the command pip install MPF shell. Please note this is the same folder, scripts python 27. Now this is trying to install. It has successfully installed. Just run MPF shell again, installation again. You will see that you need MPF shell, PySerial, Colorama and WebSocket client and 6. All these packages to be present in order to install MPF shell. Now the command has already installed all these requirements packages. Now no need to worry. I shall just type to run the MPF shell. I am not able to run it. This is because the simple reason that the command line is not able to identify MPF shell. Go to environment variables and add this MPF shell application into your environment variables path. Now I have to find out where MPF shell is. My MPF shell.pyc is present in lib site packages np. And now I shall copy this path, open the path, copy the path, and I'll go to the system environment variables and you will find a variable called path. This is the same path variable where we have added our Python 27 also, Python 2.7 also. I already added it. I just click on OK. The only mistake I have done is I should have entered mpf shell.pyc. Okay. Now I open it. Now I shall go to desktop because I want to push my main.py onto my NodeMCU. Now I shall open mpf shell.pyc from desktop so that I can directly push my main.py onto the board. You can see running on Python 2.7 using PySerial 3.4. I'll try to open the COM device. Open COM3. In order to push the file first, we have to access the COM device first. Once we are connected to the device, we can use a command and try to push the main.py. Now I see some error. could not enter raw REPL. It's not able to enter into the board or access the board. This is a common problem we observe. For this, I have searched for a workaround. I shall try to share this to you. The small change that we have to do in order to access COM3 is you try to identify a file called pyboard.py. You can find it in Python 27 libsite packages MP. This is one of the packages that we installed, which is responsible for accessing the COM devices. Now just go to the same path, lib site packages and MP and pyboard.py. Just open it using any editor. Search for text called flush. Now you'll find a command flush input without relying on serial.flush input. Now you have to do a small change here. After while n greater than 0, before the if statement, just add a sleep. You can use the time module as like shown here, time.sleep. For 2 seconds. Now save this and close it. Now let me run mpfshell.py again, and I will now try to connect to the COM3. As now I have given a 2-second delay, there will be a little bit delay in accessing the COM3, but I am successfully connected to my board. Now, as we have entered to the mpfshell prompt from our desktop, I want to push the main.py onto this. If you type ls, you will see boot.py. Boot.py is the initial script. If you cat boot.py, you will see what is present in that. This is the very first script which will be executed just after NodeMCU boots up. The second file which NodeMCU looks for is main.py. So if you want to run some script on startup for NodeMCU, you have to name it main.py. So that is the reason why I have named my file that I want to run as main.py. You can use normal commands like cat.py, ls in this mpf shell. Okay, now let me push my main.py onto through mpf shell onto NodeMCU, for which I use the command put main.py. Now if you type ls again, we shall find main.py and boot.py. So every time you execute NodeMCU, boot.py will be executed first and main.py next. You can see the script, what is present inside. Now let me close this, come out from this, Control C, you will come out from this. Now I shall open my PuTTY serial terminal, load NodeMCU settings, COM3 and baud rate. If you open it, you will see it. Hello, welcome to lecture series of MicroPython. Now it has run the main script which has been pushed onto the board. Now in the coming lectures, we'll see one more IDE called PyCharm, with which we'll do the same process, but it will be in an interactive way. Thank you.